G'day, Steve from offthegridnoise.com. Just got in the car actually, was going to go out, but I wanted to make another video just in addition to the set of videos we've got up there on the fear. This question keeps coming up regarding this fear in regard to where do people start? Where do the new people start? You're sitting in your urban property. I'm sitting in the Land Rover, by the way, so excuse the camera. That's our little creek crossing down there. You probably can't see it, but we actually have to drive through water in heavy weather. We've got our own little creek, cuts us off from the rest of the world. But yeah, look, that's another story. In regard to this fear and where do you start, you may have your urban property, you might not have any cash. I've said this in another video, you've really got to stop finding reasons why you can't. People are all too quick to ask the question, what should I do first? Where should I start? I have all these worries. The worries might be finance, they may be the fear of selling the property that they have. It may be they're not too sure of the skill sets that they have and whether they'll make a fuck up of it. Excuse the French. Not that you need me to excuse myself, I'm always swearing. That's what Australian blokes do in the bush. But yeah, anyway. This fear is just the name we give all of the reasons people seem to find for not doing it. Alright? It could be the system, it could be your finances, it could be, like I said, selling your property, jumping out of your comfort zone. Jumping out of your comfort zone is definitely a scary piece of thing, like I could tell you mine and Kerry's story very quickly, and we pretty much had a $300,000, $400,000 property on the beach at Rosebud in Victoria, luxury, 2-story swimming pool, the whole bit. I could put pictures up, I'm not going to bother, you can believe me or not believe me, or go have a look at my Faceplant page, it's got heaps of pictures on it. We wound up actually a long time ago selling that place basically at break even. I built that place. If you bother to go to my Faceplant page and look at the pictures from it, a luxury, full-blown luxury, out of control luxury, sick. I used to call it sick. It was the sickest property I've ever built, meaning it was in the burbs, it had everything, it was just sick. So we sold that and we broke even, right? Now there was our first fear. We could have easily sat there and gone, no, we can't make this jump off grid because we're going to lose money, or we're not going to make any money. This is the wrong time to sell. Or I can't leave the swimming pool. Had a nice pool. You'll see that in the pictures if you look. But yeah, we can't leave the swimming pool. We're like a couple of minutes from the beach. What about the beach? Oh God, me and Kerry could have stood there or sat there, walking along the beach and gone, no, we can't do it. It's too bloody scary. Well, guess what, guys? The first part of the question that constantly comes up to us, which is, oh, I've got this reason and that reason. They are the fears. If you are serious about going off grid, if you are serious about taking control of your own life, you're going to have to make some frickin' tough decisions. Like me and Kerry, like everybody, we're not unique. Lots of people have had to make some very tough choices. One of the main reasons that people go they can't go off grid because they can't afford it. Well, I've made a video on this about the fear. You may not be able to afford to throw $100,000 at something right up front. Who has? Me and Kerry did not have big money when we started this off-grid business. We did not have big money. Lock and load that. This is not coming from the view of a middle-aged to elderly couple who had a big checkbook. We did not. We just had to make very gutsy decisions and stop piss-farting around. Stop searching for the fucking problems and focus on the answers. If you fixate and focus on the problems or the fear, you will never find the answer. And even if the answer comes and hits you like a bus on an expressway, you'll probably get up and go, oh, but no, I still can't do it because of this or because of that. Well, fuck. This is the thinking you've got to lose. If you are really serious Go and have your distilled fucking water on the back veranda of your house and sit there and think to yourself. Don't listen to me. Well, I suppose you're listening to me now, but don't sit there and listen to me when you're thinking. Turn everything off around you and just decide yourself whether you are really, really serious. Or is your eternal plan, is you're going to do full of, well, I'll do it when the real estate market is okay and I can sell. Or I'll do it when I have enough equity in my property built up. Or I'll do it when my kids leave school. Well, fuck. You know, what price one day, what price the next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever you're going to do and your long-term safe plan may have or may take. What price those 10 years? Like myself and Kerry, and I just keep citing this as our example, it's not the accurate, it's not a definitive, it's not an absolute, but our example is that we had to make that bloody choice or suffer the consequences, which was, well, in our case, it would have been meaning living in luxury at Rosebud for another 10 years. Which ain't such a bad idea, but I mean, shit, get over that, all right? That was just, we made a mistake building that place. It was just very sick. That's not the point. The point is we had to make even ourselves this decision to lose what we had, to get rid of what we had, to take the consequences, to suffer them, to understand them, and just go with it. And 8 years later, hey, we don't regret one bit of it. Because we were gutsy enough at that time to suffer the consequences of making a hard decision and not dilly-dallying around, looking and searching, roaming the forums and roaming the faceplant pages and looking at other people's videos. We did all that, but that really instilled in us the need to stop dilly-dallying around and not waste another 3 years. Put those 3 years into something else. Now, I'll give you a simple example here of other people, perhaps, and we hear this quite often: haven't got any money, I'm renting, or I can't sell my house because I haven't got enough equity in it. Fuck all that, right? Get a grip. Get a grip. Take some, 5 minutes of your time. Sit down with a bloody cordial on the back veranda of your house or out the front on your little landing or wherever the hell you are. Very few people can't find 10 grand at a pinch. I know you'll go, oh, I haven't got 10 grand. Fucking bullshit. People go and lease a car for 40 grand, 50 grand, and all their friends go, oh, that's lovely. Yeah, honky fucking dory. Oh, we're all going to be singing Kumbaya for you tonight because you got this new car. A car. 40 grand, 50 grand. People do that. All right, I don't do it. I'm filming from a Land Rover that's worth about 10 grand. We don't do the big expensive car thing. But look, most people can round up 10 grand as for the example of this one little part of this video. If you can round up 10 grand, sell your children. No, don't sell your children. You'll get in a shitload of trouble. Cancel that. I'll delete that. Although the thought did occur to us, we've got 7 between us. We could have sold 1 or 2 off. But anyway, round up that 10 grand, right? You might have to take a small loan against your existing property. And what that 10 grand gives you the option to do is not buy the property, obviously. It doesn't give you the money to build the 25 square fully luxury off-grid home, obviously. But you might perhaps need to address one of the early fears that most people have, which is, I don't know whether I'll be able to cope with the lack of luxury or the lack of utilities or whatever. That 10 grand could buy you a cheap caravan and an annex. It would get you enough to get a small solar system going, just a tiny one, and then ring someone up like me and Kerry in your area and beg, borrow and steal whatever it takes to get you, your caravan and your tent onto somebody's off-grid property. Make that hard decision. It'll frighten the crap out of you, right? You'll probably have to store all your shit. And most of us just have shit like me and Kerry. We've got a big shed full of shit that we'd like to stick a match to. But yeah, make that hard decision. Ring up someone in your area. Line up somewhere to park your tent and caravan. Because you know what that will do for you? It breaks that first step. It breaks that ice on the fear, that first fear. You'll be already then on a property that's off-grid. You'll have somebody to be with. The people that have that property, I'm hoping they're like me and Kerry and are friendly. And if you're in Victoria, feel free to give us a call. We're always open to this sort of thing. But yeah, look, you won't be alone is the point. You're a single mum. You got one little tacker child. You don't want to be alone. You don't have the skills. You need advice. You need a shoulder to cry on. But you need someone more than that to let you know that your decision to get your camper or your trailer or your little transportable is your first step, and you do need help and you want their help. And most off-gridders, most would be happy to do it. And if they don't, honestly, just tell them to piss off. People that go, oh, no, I'm not going to do that. Well, they're morons. They're mongrels. Even in the land of off-grid and alternative lifestyles, there are morons out there. Don't worry. I hope me and Kerry don't fall into that bracket, but there are morons out there. So, yeah, look, my advice is to, if you're gutsy enough, all right, and this is gutsy enough, and you're new to this, and you want to make that step, and you don't want to waste 10 years, take that first step. Flog that property off like we did and don't make any money on it. Take the small amount of money that you can round up and put it into something simple. The first thing that happens when you do this simple step, which is take a simpler lifestyle in a camper or a caravan or a fucking tent or build a yurt kit or whatever the hell you want to do, something that doesn't cost a lot of money, the thing that you break away from then, like I said, is you won't be alone, so there won't be as much fear. You'll have made the first step, so you're committed. You're committed. That means, and I don't mean, yeah, I know, people say, yes, Steve, you should be committed. Forget that joke, right? I've heard it. But you will have committed. Once you've committed, what you also have lost is your mortgage payment or your rent payment. Now, I don't know how hard it is to save up money for you young people. I'm not young and I don't understand that probably as thoroughly as what a young person could explain to me. But if you lose that mortgage payment and lose that rent payment, I'm damn sure that you and the friends that you bothered to take the help from and park your tent, caravan, camper on, they're going to be able to at least instilling confidence in you that will enable you to take that money that you save every month and whack it in the bank or stick it under your mattress, and you'll save up a lot quicker for the time when you have got the money and you can take your own block of land. All right? You'll have done all that and saved all that rent on the way through. Why piss away 3 more years or 5 more years or fucking 10 more years when maybe you could save all of that money and plunge it into something now just by taking that first step? All right? It's just an idea. I'm not telling you what to do. It's just an idea. We have done it, relatively speaking, as I said. We threw away a property, full-blown luxury, but what we did immediately was we cut our debt. And if you're not renting and you're living in a mobile or a caravan on some other off-gridder's property for a few years, you're going to be saving that same money that we saved when we dropped that first property, our third property. It was 3 properties ago. Like I said, don't think that we're coming from a rich bitch point of view. We're not. You could save that money, put it towards something. You will be also in the in the company of off-gridders who have hopefully been doing it for a while. They will fill your head. People would say, yes, Steve, you fill their heads with shit. It's all a point of view. I don't think that's the case. I think if you prop on someone else's property for a couple of years, pay a token amount, you're not only going to have that money in the bank, you're not only going to have someone to shoulder to cry on, but you're going to have someone there to fill your head with all the information, fill your head with the experience of maybe taking a poop in a compost toilet. Which pump to buy? Shit. What's your solar like? Growing vegetables. You'll have all of that firsthand from the good people who hopefully you can find to prop on. All right, so that's all I'm going to say on this for the minute. It's just an extension to the fear. Don't even know what I'm going to call it. I'm sitting in the bloody car, so I'm hoping that it comes out even. I just hung it on the damn console. Yeah, video on the go. But I'm hoping that people take this on board and lose some of the fear and get gutsy enough when they hear people like me. Give them just an option. I just want to give you open your mind to an option. It's an option that is out there, and this option is real. This isn't like me telling you that if you just stick a doll in the middle of an open fire in your backyard where you are now and sing fucking Kumbaya, everything's going to happen for you, right? This isn't one of those options. This is a real option. You can get guts enough. You can lean on people like me and Kerry. There's lots of us out there, not just me and Kerry. There's lots and lots of us. And you can save money in the process, and you can make that first step and break that barrier. Break that fear barrier. Get moving. Do what you need to do. Fuck whether the kids have to be bloody relocated to another school. Fuck whether you're worried about whether you've got a 15 kilowatt system. Lose that fear, right? You will have all of that if you go to someone's property and save some money and buy your land cash in 3 years, all right? You'll have that money. You'll have saved it up. Probably saved it on the damn mortgage payment. All right? That's all I'm saying. Look at this as an option. And I'm going to leave it at that. It's Kumbaya from StephenOffTheGridNoz.com and Kerry. Things are getting a bit busy. I had to distill my water today. It was a very busy day. Those days are very long. It takes quite a long while to distill water. But it's worth it, eh? What can I say? And a Sunday afternoon, it's still bloody high 30s and or high 20s, sorry. Man, the humidity's pretty bloody sticky. And all you naysayers about a VAP cooling, well, back there inside the house, our VAP's running honky-dory and it's all bloody cool as a cucumber in there. Got some visitors coming this afternoon. Life's good. Life's good. You can have life's good too. You don't have to keep dreaming, guys. You just don't. You can be talking bullshit like me on a video in 10 years' time with 5 years' experience under your belt. You don't have to wait. I don't care who you are. Spare me I can't sell the house. Spare me the kids. Spare me the money. Spare me all that stuff. There are options out there. Look at them. Listen to old farts like me and take some advice on board and implement it. Don't just listen. And stop searching for the problems. You know, as they say, it's an old adage. You will never see the light if you keep standing in the dark. You will never find the positive answer if you keep looking for the problems. Right? The answers are there. Stop looking at the problems and focus on the answers that are at your fingertips, more than likely. I can't think of a scenario where anyone couldn't do something. If you're a young single bloke, fuck, live in a tent. Hey, we all love camping. Go ring up someone like me and Kerry. Get that tent. Make it a good tent. Might cost you $500. Hey, you can live off-grid in a tent on someone else's property. Learn while you're there. Shit, look for the options and stop looking for the reasons why you can't do it. And that's it. See you later from Stephen Kerry. Like I've already said once, do the right thing. And I don't mean give up smoking or don't drink drive. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. Do it. Doesn't give us any money. I keep saying it over and over and over. But I'm not sick of my own voice yet. I think that happens when you get old. You don't get sick of your own voice. Look out, the sun's coming out. I've got to get moving. So yeah, hit the like and the subscribe if you want. You know, it does us a favour. Feel free to ask questions. You know, on the boards is okay. But for God's sake, you know, just do something, you know. Every day we wake up and every day we read all these boards and there's all these people with all these reasons why they can't. Ah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. You don't have to be a genius, you don't have to be a trader, you don't have to be anything. All you have to be is guts enough to make the first step. Alright. So we'll catch you on the next one. This will be in one of the Fear series. And we'll leave it at that till the next time. Cheers.